Hey gang, this is Dave here. I'm doing a road update and let me adjust this camera here real quick. Alright, hey, I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I hope the lighting's okay. It's kind of dark out right now. But anyway, I gotta load out of here tomorrow, going to Helena, Montana. I'm coming right back here and grabbing another one on Thursday, and I will be taking that one out to Broadus, Montana. And anyway, so I'm just doing a quick update on the road. I want to tell you about something. Got into Worthington today, and I grabbed some fuel at the Quick Trip. And I go in there, and everyone behind the counter and working in the place, and all the customers, they're all wearing masks. And I look at the gal, and I'm like, this whole thing is not going to pass until we start getting rid of those masks and start actually running our life normally again, getting back to normal. And she's like, I know, I just hate it. I hate wearing them because it's not doing me any good. It's whatever, and she was just laughing about it and stuff. But listen, it's just had me really thinking about it. I mean, everyone's wearing it, and we've been saying this for a while, but as long as we are going to remain isolated like this, and we're going to be wearing the masks, and this is the new normal, we are pretty much assured that the second wave that comes is going to be devastating, right? Because no one, while we isolate at all, is building any immunity whatsoever. So, like herd immunity. And, I hear people talking, well, herd immunity is not the solution. The solution's a vaccine. Well, the thing is, we don't have a vaccine. Neither would I want to take one, but we don't have it. So in the meantime, what's the harm of building some herd immunity, right? It's almost as if they are keeping us isolated just for the purpose of distributing a vaccine when they finally do get it, which is, I actually think, the motive behind all this. But, nevertheless, if this happens again, a second wave, and we haven't built up any immunity, it's going to put the final nail in the economic coffin of America. And that's pretty much it. From that point on, we will be in bondage, in captivity, period. Because everybody is going to be dependent on the state to bail them out, to help them out, take care of their mortgages, take care of their bills, and they're going to print more and more money. In fact, it's probably going to get to a point where they're just going to abandon the printed dollar and they're going to start going with the digital currency, which is one thing that we've been looking at quite a bit. Me and a lot of people on the internet, especially with regard to some of the recent patents by Bill Gates, AT&T, and others, with some sort of cryptocurrency mining through body movement activity and so on and so forth. So listen, people, we got to get back to normal. You need to probably call your governor and just say, listen, we either get back to normal or we're holding you accountable for destroying this economy. And that's it. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Now, I am taking this load to Montana. It won't be till, I will be going through the res on the way out there. Last time I went through there, they had some protesting going on, but that was because people were coming on in onto the reservation from off of it and cleaning their stores out, buying up all their toilet paper, and they were getting really pissed about it. So, it'd be interesting to see what's going on out there now. The people are pretty nice, and I don't know. We'll just see. I'll report back on that when I get there. So I want to tell you a little bit of a story that happened to me, right? And this is today. And so I did a video last night and the video is called The Rapture. And it's about the rapture of the church, and it discusses when this will occur. And what I mean by the rapture is where we as Christians are caught up together to be with the Lord. And and I discuss it and I document everything very, very well, right? And that, you know, some people believe it's going to happen before this tribulation of Antichrist, and some believe during the middle, and some at the end. And I pretty much document that it's not going to happen before. It's going to happen just before the wrath of God, not before the tribulation of Antichrist, right? But I called it the rapture, and I had a picture, which is a typical, probably a well-known image of all these bodies that are floating up into heaven, you know, into the sky. And that was it. And I had a description explaining that this video discusses when this event will occur. And ironically, I posted to a number of groups, but one in particular where there's a lot of people that do not believe that this would be a pre-tribulation rapture, and I don't either. I believe it's just before the wrath of God. But these people, thinking that they were so wise, they just looked at the title and looked at the picture and thought I was preaching a pre-tribulation rapture, which is not what I was doing at all. But they never bothered to read the description, and they certainly never opened up the video to even listen to a minute of it, because they would have figured it out right away that this was actually documenting that this rapture does not occur until just before the wrath of God. So it had me basically wondering, or thinking really today, that, you know, we are in some pretty serious times here. And because of that, we really need to use our heads. We need to be wise. We need to be wiser than the serpent, right? The serpent is coming. And we need to be wise enough to be able to spot what he is spewing out, because he's coming to deceive the world. And I'll tell you, if we are going off half-cocked after looking at a title and a picture and being so offended that we want to lash out at one of our own brethren, in someone who's been studying for 30 years, without actually looking at the description, watching the video, and getting the facts straight, I'll tell you, if we're going to lash out like that and go off half-cocked, Satan has got us in the palm of his hand. We need to be wiser than that. We are supposed to lift our brethren up, not tear them down. And he is just laughing every time we do something so stupid. So I really got quite a tongue lashing out of these people, and they were, you know, the argument they were making, that one in particular was making, that was that, like, you know, just the title and the image, the picture alone that you used is enough to deceive somebody, because they may not actually read the description or watch the video. And my response is just simply, like you? Because that's exactly what you did before you passed judgment on me and the content of this video, calling me basically a false teacher and all that stuff. It's ridiculous. Anyway, it's just so ironic, you know? We need to be wiser than the serpent, and we need to lift each other up. We need to get our facts straight. What I was doing with this video was I was using common imagery and a common title that is representative of people who believe in a pre-trib rapture, thinking I'm gonna use that because they are probably going to be more likely to watch the video. And they will probably be, if they watch the video, they're certainly going to get some truth documented for them about everything about it, and about the subject. And then they can make their own determination if they think it happens before or after the tribulation. But I just thought it was very, you know, I thought it was really disturbing that how quickly our brethren can turn on you without simply looking at the facts. And I don't know, it's just got me really concerned for my brethren, right? And it really is it really is representative of what's going on in society right now too, where how quickly people can go into being controlled by just a handful of people. Like they didn't even use common sense. And I understand that, you can only do so much when the law or the government is telling we have to do this. But at some point, we have to stand up, period. But we just have to use common sense. I mean, Satan tempted Jesus with scripture, 40 days in wilderness. It was scripture. He's a scriptural lawyer. He knows it like the back of his hand, and he knows just how to spin it to deceive you. It's like 90% truth and 10% lie. So what's he telling you, the truth or the lie? Well, he's lying because it's not 100% truth. So it's just, I think we just got to get the facts, and we cannot pass judgment on every little thing that offends. We're going into battle here. We can't be weak in this time. We have to gird up our loins and be ready to rock and roll. And for those that are going to be offended over something so utterly stupid, I'm sorry, just get in the back of the line, because we can't use you on the front lines. We need to have people that have a good mindset to go into battle and know when they're being played, and when the scripture is being twisted. We can't have people going in there and just jumping to conclusions, right? And I hate to put it that way, but it is. This is a game of wits and a game of intelligence. So we have to be prepared with the gospel armor. That is, it's the Bible, the knowledge of the Bible, our faith. Anyway, that's pretty much the message. I think we just need to be wiser than the serpent in these times. Anyway, that's about it. Hey, listen, it's Mother's Day. I want to say happy Mother's Day to everyone out there, to all the ladies out there. Listen, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, literally. And I'm just, like, for sure my mom. I wish y'all a great Mother's Day. I know it's almost over now, but I hope it was excellent. And even though you're probably isolated at home alone, but just so you know, you are appreciated. You are really awesome. And we are grateful for each and every one of you. So God bless you, everybody. And I'll report here in a couple days from Montana, and we'll see what's going on then. All right? Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.